unpack this a little bit more. Did we miss something here? Is this now just coming to a new level of acknowledgement? What am I seeing here?
This episode is made possible by OITVOIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show notes.
You're watching MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, and commentary in the MSP channel. My name is Tony Francisco, and in today's story from darkreading.com, top 5 most dangerous cyber threats in 2024. In a story from Erica Chakowski at the RSA Conference 2024 in San Francisco, cybersecurity experts unveiled the top 5 threats of the year, including neglected software updates, creating vulnerabilities in enterprise applications, and security stacks due to technical debt. Synthetic identity, facilitated by AI, further complicates identity verification with the spread of fake videos and audio. Additionally, sextortion, involving extortion with sexual content, is on the rise, posing risks to individuals and businesses. Gen AI-generated election threats, deepfake media, and misinformation challenge the integrity of the U.S. election. And offensive AI also adds to these risks by rapidly identifying and exploiting vulnerabilities. So, Ray, my question to you is very simple. We've been talking about this on MSP Dispatch from the beginning, about exploitation, sexploitation, ransomware, phishing, smishing, attack as a service models by state-run organizations. My question to you, Ray, is unpack this a little bit more. Did we miss something here? Is this now just coming to a new level of acknowledgement? What am I seeing here?
So it's weird because this is like all new information where let's see, 3 out of the 5 are AI. Is it? So AI, we should be concerned about AI, just making sure. What episode is this? How many dozens of episodes have we? It feels like we've spent the last 18 months talking about like AI, dangers of AI. You know what? You and I are old enough to remember the nuclear arms race. We know about the Cold War. This to me seems very much now that it can be accelerated so quickly. Attacks, malware, malicious actions can be automated and iterated on with AI so quickly. It strikes me that this is a race to see who can build the better gun. This is whether it's the malicious actors creating the most horrific versions of AI we've ever seen, or the good people trying to build something faster and better before. We've seen AV, we've seen how that failed. We tried how many times for heuristic analysis and every different type of analysis for AV for 30 years. To the point where finally it was said AV is not enough, right? And then the early 2000s we said add a firewall, and then we said add EDR, and then blah 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 blah. I wonder if the work we're doing to protect AI and protect the population from malicious use of AI, I wonder if that's the wrong approach, and it needs to be a multi-tiered approach versus just trying to build the better thing. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm taking away, not only from this story, but from all the other times we've covered it, like all the other different times we've talked about AI in the scope of security. What do you think? Am I extrapolating too far, Tony? Am I taking us way off the ledge? Like what give me your thoughts. Walk us back in, man.
So I think you're hitting on some very important topics, which at the end of the day really comes down to things that we've covered here on MSP Dispatch for a very, very long time. This is episode number 211 from what I'm gathering in the show notes. That's a lot of talking. And what are we talking about? We're talking about the commonality between the attacks, between the exploitations. And we're talking about the different types of attacks and the different, most importantly, tools used during those attacks. And with the advent of AI, what we're starting to recognize is not only the rapid implementation of an attack, but the coordination between multiple attacks and tools. That's what we're going to see in the evolutionary process. And what's happening here in this particular RSA conference is they are literally listing, here are the top 5 most biggest threats, the things that we should all be concerned about. And more than half of them are involving AI, but almost all of them are things that we've talked about, and which goes down to the basics of, or the concept of dazzling someone with the basics. You and I could talk about this for days, and I'm sure we're going to get some comments and some direct messages, which, by the way, we love. But let's kind of wrap it up with this really quick note, pun intended. I would love to talk about your notable, which literally talks about the next generation of AI, and you and I had some fun with it. Why don't you jump into that notable?
I know we made the last minute change on our notable because originally we were going to talk about some other stuff. But I'm looking at the RSA commentary, and the 3 out of the 5 being AI driven. We talk AI every day, and ChatGPT 4.0 just gets announced, right? It got announced not too long ago. It was 2 times faster, 50% cheaper than GPT-4 Turbo, which supposedly came out late last year. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like the last model came out like 30 seconds ago. And it's available in over 50 languages. And so I said, let me start playing with it. Let's see what's up. AI, right? Because we've talked about the hallucinations. We've talked about the issues that happened previously, where it started when we were doing Michelle McBain's announcement to Sonic Wall, and how it completely changed everybody's names. So here at OIT, we have a process called APEC. It's a problem-solving methodology I came up with probably a decade or more ago. Assess, plan, execute, communicate. And that's one of the tools I give my staff to teach them. And so somehow we were discussing yesterday, and we got into the topic of, APEC predator. That would be really cool. Like a dinosaur wearing an APEC shirt, being an APEC predator, thought it'd be awesome. And I'm like, cool, this sounds like something ChatGPT could do, right? Like, I have Adobe Firefly, I have Copilot, I have ChatGPT 4.0, the paid account. I can do this. I don't need to bother my art department because I had an idea off the top of my head, right? I could flesh it out myself to varying degrees of success. So the prompt was, draw a dinosaur wearing a t-shirt that says APEC Predator. And I'll make it, real clear here what it was. Oops, there we go. Draw a dinosaur wearing a t-shirt that says APEC Predator. I tried this with Copilot, tried this with Adobe Firefly, and I tried this with ChatGPT a dozen times each yesterday, and I got results like this, where unable to spell apex predator, as opposed to very clearly APEC predator, apex predator. Cool designs, but not happening. So I go,
I'm going to pause and just tell everyone, you have no idea how hard this made all of us laughing in the background when this happened in real time. Sorry to interrupt. I can't hold it in.
So Tony's telling me, and that's the thing. Tony's telling me about ChatGPT 4.0, and I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. Or he's like, yeah, it's awesome. Just came out. And I'm like, this piece of dolphin. Like, and I'm telling him this story, and I'm like, no way. This doesn't work. And I did this all these times yesterday. And then this is Adobe Firefly. Got closer. I think cooler designs, but still, this is the closest one. This bottom left, this bottom right. They got it. Firefly also did not work yesterday. I got the same designs as I got from Copilot. So I'm like, I'm complaining to Tony, and I say, this doesn't work. Look, let me show you. And I open ChatGPT. The very first design from ChatGPT is an APEC predator.
You should have seen the explosion of all of the thoughts in our head. Me thinking, Ray has expectations off the chart. Like, this is amazing. What is wrong with me? I'm a horrible human. I need to want more. He's so angry.
I'm actively fuming, and Tony has this look of bewilderment. Like, what are you talking about? This is sliced bread 2.0. This is amazing. And I'm like, then why can't it get spelling right? And I bring up ChatGPT, and because I have a fair amount of confidence, I bring it up. I'm like, let's do it live. And I do it, and this comes up, and my first words were ChatGPT.
He was so angry. I was so angry.
But tell me this isn't justified. So these are the designs that came in yesterday.
Oh, no, I can't see anything. There's nothing there.
Yeah, it's not showing for some reason. But these are the designs that came in yesterday. Okay, so it's not me making stuff up. Create a t-shirt design with a T-Rex hunting in a forest. Cool. Here's the design. Great design. Remove the human. They did so. Add the blue t-shirt on the dinosaur. Add bold white letters with APEC on the front of the shirt. which still cool design. Like, I really wasn't complaining, just not what I asked. Excellent. Now add a blue t-shirt on the dinosaur still, and then we got a misspelling. So to be fair, I was not expecting this.
Absolutely beautiful. Yes, that was amazing. And what an awesome way to do it in real time with me on the video and the look from both of us. Oh, that was really good. So what you're saying, though, is ChatGPT 4.0, not to be confused with ChatGPT 3.5 or 4.0, ChatGPT 4 with the lowercase o. Your thoughts, Ray?
I like it now. Still GPT. You know what I want to hear from our MSP Media Network people? The people in the Discord, I want to hear from you guys, or in the chat, or in the comments. Let us know, have you used ChatGPT and gotten wildly varied results? Or am I the only one experiencing this? Because I kind of feel like ChatGPT is gaslighting me at this point.
If you found this episode eye-opening, catch more MSP Dispatch at 10 a.m. throughout the week. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.